I'll go over some of my favorite chicken breeds for the Homestead, and I've been doing this for almost 30 years, and I've had all kinds of different breeds, and pretty much everything I got in this coop is the ones I really like, and I'll go over them. I think there's 4 in here that I really like, and I'm going to go over all 4 of them and why I like them and some of the drawbacks that they do have. But these are mostly, like this is a barred rock. This is a good one. This is one of my favorites. Then I'll at sometime or another during this video will probably hop up here. And but what I've got in here, I got Buff, Orpingtons, barred rocks, Rhode Island Reds, and Americanas. And if I was starting a homestead and I wanted chickens, those are the 4 ones I would consider. My number one, if I was starting a homestead and I wanted chickens and I had little kids and I was going to make them feed, my number one choice would be Buff Orpingtons. That's the buff or the blonde chickens in here, and I'll get some shots, close-up shots of those. They're really calm, and that's why I got them, and that's why I started running them, especially when my kids were little. I made them do chores, and they would go feed the chickens. And I originally started with some Rhode Island Reds, and the ones I had were kind of flighty. But these, and I'll get to that in a minute, and kind of scared them, so they didn't want to do it. So I ended up swapping over to all buffs. They're very calm, very good with kids, not a big deal. And the ones I'm talking about for a homestead are like a dual purpose or a heavy breed. So these are all that. So my number one would be buffs. My number 2 favorite chicken would probably be the barred rocks, and I've had lots and lots of barred rocks throughout the year. They're really good layers. They're not flighty. I like the eggs they lay. And I like the way they look. So a lot of things, you go by the way they look. They're really very pretty. I like the pattern on them. Where buffs are more just the blonde color. But they lay really good too. So my number 2 would be barred rocks. My number 3 would be Rhode Island Reds. And I've only got 2 in here, and I've named them. One of them's Big Red and one of them's Little Red. And that's Big Red right there. I don't know if you can see her. They're really good. They really lay good. That's what most people start out with, is Rhode Island Reds. And like I said, I had the one bad experience with them. That was probably 25 years ago, probably maybe even longer than that. But these have done really well. They're not all that flighty. Matter of fact, these are the only 2 ones I've got on here that I've named. I've only got 3 chickens I've ever named. I got Buffy, which is a Buff Orpington. Got Big Red and Little Red, and they're sisters. So I really like those. Kind of a new breed to me, and I've only had those maybe for 3 or 4 years, are the Americanas. And they lay a blue egg, which of course, I sell eggs, and it makes a really nice presentation when you got like a dark brown, light brown, medium brown, and you got that blue egg in there. It makes a really good presentation in a egg carton. So, and I've got I think I've got like 3 Americanas in here. I've sold a couple of them a few months ago. So this is actually my oldest flock. These things are going on maybe 4 years old. They still lay really good. Matter of fact, these are the eggs I got yesterday, and you can see the different shades of brown and the blue egg. So they're still laying pretty good, and I'm gonna keep them for a while. And well, the ones I got left, like Big Red, Little Red, I'll keep them on the farm. I might even put them up to the barn and let them run with the goats, so I don't know. That's my 4 favorite chickens are hens, and I don't run roosters now. You don't have to, you can, or you don't want to. They don't affect the egg production. I got a whole different video on whether I had a rooster or not, so I'm not gonna really get into that. I don't run roosters at all. But like right here is a barred rock. There's a buff. That's actually a brown sex link. If you want really good egg layers, and that's a different video too. And then I got my Rhode Islands in there. But my top 4, if I was starting, I would start with the buff, and then the barred rock I really like, the Rhode Island Red, and they're kind of, I've had just that one bad experience, so I'm gonna put them kind of have a hit and miss. In the Americanas, They were pretty calm, and I like the way they look too. They're kind of crazy. It kind of reminds you of a hippie. They got that wild look in their eyes, but they're laid back and they produce. So they got that funny attitude, and I really like those. So and I've got some more too. I got some baby chicks, some Americanas that I'm raising up in the barn. So that's my 4, and you can leave some in the comment that you like, and probably, I mean, I've got like in the other one, I've got lavender Overtons, and I don't like them as much. They don't lay as good as the buff for some reason. I got lots of barred rocks. I'm just kind of looking. So I've tried just about every breed except for a Delaware, and I'm going to try those next spring. So the hatchery where I buy a lot of my chicks from are starting to have Delaware, so I'm going to get me some of those and try those out. But for a homestead, that's the ones I would start with. And they're dual purpose, so you can keep them for a couple hours. You can keep them for a couple years, then if you want to, you can make them into a stew hen. I kind of get attached to them, so I don't like to do mine that way. I either retire them or sell them. So hope this helps. But like I said, leave some comments what breeds you like, and only drawbacks really that I know, the buffs are a little more broody than any of my other chickens. The barred rock can be broody, but I haven't really seen them. You know, occasionally I have one that goes broody, but they're not as bad. Americanas never go broody. My Rolling Reds have never gone broody, but mostly my buffs. As a matter of fact, I got one right now sitting on the nest, gone broody. So that's something I don't like about the buffs, but I'm still putting them number 1, especially if you have kids. So they're less likely to be flighty, and you can see them right here. They're looking around. This is Buffy right here. So hope this is a help. Sports Local Farmer. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you down here in the farm in the next video.